Hey, what's going on, Flash Mob? It's your boy Flash, and I'm back again with another video. And if you're a filmmaker or any type of creative, you probably have a ton of these laying around. Yeah, hard drives. Hard drives are essential for content creations, just the same way water is to fish. Then there are so many options to choose from, like capacity, size, reliability, and of course, speed. This is where I'm going to introduce you guys to the GLYPH Pro, which might actually be the fastest SSD drive on the planet. If this is your first time here, welcome. My channel is all about helping you turn your passion into a paycheck whilst taking you along my filmmaking journey. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I'm going to get this right out of the way. GLYPH did send me this SSD drive, but they did not exchange any money. They are not going to be able to see this video before it's posted on YouTube. And as always, I'm going to give you guys an honest review on how I felt about this drive. So I would say maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, I was at a point in my career where I was like getting really busy, doing my thing, getting a lot of projects coming in and pumping them out. And it got to the point where I absolutely hit the critical levels of my storage capacity. And I was like, yo, I need a new hard drive and I need it now. So I started doing some research and I came across one of these drives called the GLYPH Black Box Pro. And it had a lot of capacity at 40 terabytes, which is something that I was looking for. And the price wasn't too bad either. So I was like, let me take a further look into this company and see what they're all about. At the same time, the hard drive that I was using for the majority of the time was from SanDisk. And basically, they were getting reports left, right, and center that these drives were just failing. And people were just losing tons and tons of terabytes of their content. And I was like, oof. I'm not really trying to make that happen to me. So that's how I first got introduced to GLYPH and their products. Let's take a look really quickly what comes in the box. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Nice clean box, showing the product, the name, whatever. On the side, it gives you some information about the size of it and what comes in the box, which we're going to open and find out anyways. It's going to give you some information on the back about how to keep your data safe and how data speeds work and things like that. The one that I got was a 4 terabyte SSD drive. So let's see what we get inside. Just take that off. It's a black box, very nice. The first thing you're going to see is the hard drive. Great, I'll pull that out for a second. And the other thing that you get is a Thunderbolt 3 cable, which is actually really good and something we're going to talk a little bit more about. They give you something with their socials so that you can, connect with them on social media. You get some warranty information. You get 3 years, which is also really good. And then just some quick start guides when you decide to start using it. So pretty straightforward. Nothing else really in here that we got to talk about. Let's put this all to the side for now. One thing that I really love about these hard drives is that they come pre-formatted for Mac OS computers. So literally all it is plug and play. If you are on a Windows device, it's as easy as just plugging it in and formatting it like any other drive. Let's look at the build of this thing really quickly. I love it. It's a sleek, lightweight design, perfect for any type of environment that you're going to be using it. Whether you're at home or at a coffee shop, or maybe you're by the beach somewhere doing your work on vacation. This drive can literally go anywhere. It's constructed with a rugged aluminum shell that functions as a heat sink to maintain optimal operating temperatures. The Atom Pro is designed to meet MIL standard 810F for shock, vibration, dust, and sand resistant, ensuring that durability in various environments. The other thing I really love about it is that it can just slip right into your fanny pack or your backpack or even your pocket. So small, so thin, you could take it anywhere. And if we compare this one to my 2 terabyte SanDisk drive, it is a little bit bigger and it is a little bit heavier. But like I said, on a regular day, you could take this anywhere. So let's talk about the speed. Here's what makes this SSD drive special. It utilizes Thunderbolt 3, which gives you up to 40 gigabytes of high-speed data transfer, which is absolutely mind-boggling. You also get read speeds up to 3,000 megabytes per second and write speeds of about 2,600 megabytes per second. Crazy. These speeds are especially interesting when you start working with 4, 6, and even 8K footage. When we compare this drive to some of the other ones on the market, like the SanDisk brand that I've been using, you only get to about 1,000 megabytes per second. So it's literally like 3 times faster. I don't think people really understand the importance of speed when you're working with video content, especially. I use the Komodo 6K and the Komodo X, which we all know records in that R3D red format, completely raw. My previous workflow required me to take those raw files, convert them into proxies, and then do all my editing, then connect it back to the original files to do my color grading. With a drive with this kind of speed, I can literally take those files directly into DaVinci Resolve, edit, add effects, add color grading, whatever I want, and still have super smooth playback. And to add to that, when it's all said and done, when I'm ready to export everything, those export speeds are lightning, like literally lightning quick. Another thing that I don't have to worry about is editing my files at full res. Like literally, no more half res, no more quarter res or whatever. I can play back and look at everything in its true form and make sure that, things like my focus is nailed or there's nothing distracting in the frame. It just makes my life so much easier being able to do that. You might be able to get away with using a slower drive if you're working with 1080p files, but listen, the minute you start working with 4K plus files, that's when you really start getting tested. Let's talk about the storage capacity of these drives. At the time of making this video, you can get either 2, 4, or 8 terabytes of internal storage. The one that I received was a 4 terabyte option, which in my case, for 99% of the projects that I work on, especially with multicam, is more than enough to back up all the cameras on site. Let's talk about the one thing that makes these drives a difficult choice, and that's the price. These drives range from about $380 to about $1,500, making these drives better suited for professionals that are actually doing paid work. But I'll be honest with you guys, the speed that these drives give you absolutely makes up for those prices. I think back to times when I'm like shooting a wedding where we have maybe 3 or 4 camera setups, a photographer taking photos as well. We got to back up the audio from the DJ board. All these kind of things are happening. It hits really different when at the end of the night, you plug in a camera and it takes 20 minutes to back up opposed to an hour and 30 minutes. Like literally you can pack up all your stuff and by the time you're done putting it into your car, all the different cameras are backed up on a drive as well, meaning you get to leave. So what's the final verdict on this product? For me, I love it. It has a very low profile, sleek design, rugged as well for any of those times when you want to take it somewhere that you might not be working at a desk. I mean, it's just fast. Like, I can't get over just how fast these drives are. For professionals, this is going to be an easy option for you. Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more than, let's say, the average person for their other drives, but what you get in terms of the speed and reliability absolutely makes up for it. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you're shooting a wedding, you're making, let's say, I don't know, $10,000 for a wedding, and you buy a couple of these drives to ensure that you can back up everything nice and quickly. And on top of that, have a safe backup that you could take home and do what you got to do. The price means nothing at that point. If you're not ready to shell out that kind of money for an SSD drive yet, but you're still interested in some of Glyph's products, I'm actually going to be doing a video on their Atom EV, which is a smaller, not necessarily as quick, but definitely an easier to maintain price. And if you are ready to get this SSD, I will leave a link in the description where you can get this exact product online. If this video helped you in any way, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And if it doesn't hurt, might as well hit the like button as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I just want to say thanks for watching as always. And remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys. Peace.